Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Today is a beautiful day. It's not raining here in the Pacific Northwest, which is nice this time of year. Just a beautiful, gorgeous day in the home of the land, or the home of the not so free and the not so brave. Speaking of that, I want to talk about the Constitution. And first, I guess I'll give a shout out to Rod over the Repentant Yankee. Or actually, he changed it to Yankee Survival now because people couldn't spell repentant. I don't know. I guess people nowadays are having trouble with things like that. I know a lot of people don't know how to spell asymmetrical or have any idea what it means, but it's alright. I'm not changing my name. He said it fits his channel better anyway, so good. It's great. Yankee Survival. Check him out. He does a lot of good things. Talks about constitutional law. Has some awesome videos. But anyway, the point of my video is I'm not going to try to reiterate his or just copy him. Basically, is have you read it? Have you read the Constitution? Have you read the Bill of Rights? Have you read all the amendments to the Constitution? Do you know what they mean? Do you know how they apply to you? I'm not a constitutional scholar by any stretch of the imagination, but I've read it many times. And I look at it all the time. I refer to it. I have my kids read it. I teach them about it. Do you teach your kids about it? Your spouse, people you care about around you. Do you teach them about the Constitution? I mean, everybody, you can talk about the Second Amendment and stuff like that, right to, keep and bear arms, and all these other things. But honestly, the Second Amendment isn't about the right to keep, it is about the right to keep and bear arms. But what it is it's the right to form a militia. That's what it is. It's the militia clause. And it's not the having guns to go hunting with. The Second Amendment has nothing to do with hunting. You guys know that. It has to do with a population armed with equivalent arms of the military so that they can form a militia and defend the nation against enemies, foreign and domestic, whether it be a foreign invasion or a tyrannical government that the people need to protect themselves from. Like the statement, the quote, when the government when people fear the government, there is tyranny. Or when the people fear the government, there is tyranny. When the government fears the people, there is freedom. The government is supposed to fear us and our ability to get them out of office. Whether it be via whatever means necessary. Peaceful means, hopefully, but that's what it's about. People fearing their government is tyranny. How many people out there think that the government fears you? I don't think the government fears us at all. How many of you fear the government? A lot of people fear the government. So what does that mean to you? That means we're in tyranny. Doesn't that mean we should be doing something about it? I don't know. What can we do about it? There's a lot of things, but that's not really the point of this video. Maybe think about that. Think about what you can do more. Go to more town halls. Go to city council meetings. Stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for our rights and our freedom in the Constitution. Go to county meetings, city, state, all these different things. Make calls, letters, emails, all those things. And vote. Does it matter? I don't know. I don't really think it does anymore, but hey, it only takes a couple minutes to vote, really. Might as well. Just in case it actually does help, at all. But Constitution, teach others about it. Make sure you read it yourself. Own, like a pocket Constitution. I have a pocket Constitution I picked up at a bookstore for, a couple bucks or something like that. And it has all the Constitution, everything in it. And I bought a bunch of them, gave them away to, a bunch of friends, stuff like that, co-workers and stuff. And just other friends of mine, gave them a couple extra, hand them out to their friends, stuff like that. A lot of people out there don't know what's in the Constitution. They talk about the Constitution, yet they don't really know. And they're real keen, a lot of people are real keen about First Amendment rights. but for some reason they're not so keen about Second Amendment rights. When we all know the Second Amendment protects all of the Constitution, all of the amendments, and all of your rights. And these rights are not given to us by the government. They're inalienable rights. They are protected by the Constitution, not given to us by the Constitution. So, some things to think about. Read it, please. I mean, you can look it up online and read it. You don't have to buy one if you have no money. Just look it up online. Read it. Think about it. Ponder it. Talk to your spouse, your kids, whatever about it. Ask questions. What do you think this means? What does this mean to you? How do you think this applies to this, that, you know? I'm not expecting us all to be constitutional scholars, but it's something we should be aware of. I mean, it's our founding government, or our founding document. I mean, it's what everything on this country is based off of, yet it's disregarded and, you know, ignored every time the government turns around. They're trampling all over it, stomping on it, you know, pretty much turning it into a worthless document. So we need to know what's in it. You know, you don't want to pass a bill and then would read and then figure out afterwards what's in it. Like they say, you know, like people in Congress have said, oh yeah, just go ahead and pass it. We'll figure out what's in it later on. No. We need to be aware of this, at least on a basic level. Like I said, I'm not a constitutional scholar, but I know the Constitution. I know the basic, what it means to me, and stuff like that. So, and I know the intent. The intent is important also. Not just what it means in today's language, what it meant back then, what it meant when it was written. What do those things mean? What do those words mean? Because words matter. Words matter, definitely. What did it mean to them back then when it was written? The intent is more important than what the words mean to us today. Because people can skew the words on it to mean different things today. Think back to the founding, the intent. That's why it's also good to read other founding documents, the Federalist Papers, the Articles of Confederation, a lot of the personal notes and letters of our founding fathers to each other, and just there's so many documents out there from our founding fathers about the intent of this nation and what they intended and what they meant by those words on the pieces of paper. So this is just an encouragement to get out there and read it. Be aware of it. It's something that's really important. And it doesn't matter. Liberal, conservative, left, right, upside down. It does not matter who you are. Your religion, it doesn't matter your political belief, it doesn't matter your ethnicity, nothing. It doesn't matter your man or woman, it doesn't matter your sexuality, nothing. All of these rights should be important to you. They are your rights. You need to stand up for them. They apply to everybody. It's not a conservative thing. It's not a Republican thing to love the Constitution. It should be an everyone thing. Liberals or Democrats and all people should love the Constitution because it gives us, or it doesn't give us, it protects our rights and freedoms. And this country is still, despite our faults, the greatest nation on earth. This is still the best place to be. We have the most opportunity, we have the most freedoms, still, even though they're being trampled, and we know about that. But I encourage you guys, please, teach others, learn yourself, do the things, prep a little every day, and prep out of peace of mind out of fear. Make it fun. Go through this and learn about it with your family. Put yourselves in the shoes of our founding fathers. You could even do like a little play acting with your kids, dress them up like, and just play. Get out on the floor, play with your kids. I'm George Washington, I'm Thomas Jefferson, I'm Benjamin Franklin, I'm John Adams, etc. I love you guys. Please subscribe, hit the like button, comment below, share the videos, and if you want to, check out Patreon. Doing good things there. I love you guys, and blessings to you and yours.